Hi, everybody. Monday afternoon, or kind of, I'll slash that. It's evening, isn't it? Monday evening. I'm Rod Hill coming to you from Vancouver, Washington tonight. Wanted to give you a fairly quick update on the fact that some rain is on track for tonight into tomorrow morning. Not a lot, but some. And just to say that some rain is likely, I feel like is a footstep in the right direction. So this is the surface map this evening. You can see the front offshore. You can see the cloudiness is going to be spilling in and thickening up during the evening. And then this front itself will be coming through our area during the morning hours of tomorrow. It kind of washes out as it does so. There's not a big change of temperature or anything like that, but this will push some moisture in our direction overnight tonight and at least the first half of Tuesday morning. So that's what we're going to be getting into. The Momentous Wealth podcast, very happy to announce they have upped for another 6 months being my sponsor. So really appreciate that. Hope you will check them out. If you're like me and you have mutual funds and 401ks and you're planning for retirement, that's kind of what they do. Listen on Apple Podcasts, listen on Spotify, a variety of investment topics meant to educate you from a local firm that you can work with. They're licensed in Oregon and Washington, Momentous Wealth Management. Also, you can find their information on my weather site, portlandweather.com. Okay. Let's see what's going on. Let's start with the radar. So here is Astoria at 6:45 in the evening, toying with a little bit of rain. You can see the main rain shield is still up here offshore. You can see it on the wider northwest radar out of the University of Washington as well. So there is moisture out there, and it is coming. It's just not going to be a lot. Here's the surface map I showed you a moment ago. Here is just the satellite picture, and there's no lightning or anything with this. In fact, it's going to be mostly light rain that comes in. You can see the upper level trough right in here offshore. This is what swings in into the early morning hours of tomorrow and drives that moisture into our area. So here is the rapid refresh model. It's a 3 kilometer grid model. So pretty good resolution. And typically, it doesn't go out very far, but it typically does a really good job of mimicking the weather that's coming in the short term. So this is, let's see here. This is 8 p.m. this evening. So you can see rain pushing inland in Washington. Still not much around Astoria. But as I play this into the overnight hours, here is around midnight tonight. Pretty solid rain band. And notice much of Washington, including up in Seattle, Tacoma, Olympia, has some rain. Here is around the midnight hour, late evening, rain coming into Scappoose and Hillsboro. And here we are tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. Now, notice the way the system's coming in, the modeling, you don't see this very often, but the modeling likes more precip eastern areas, especially eastern Washington, and less back here on the west side. Again, we don't see this type of orientation that often, but this does show at least some rain along the north coast, maybe not much south of Newport. It shows some rain into Portland, traceable amounts in Salem, traceable amounts in Eugene, and then nothing south of that early in the morning. But as we go through the morning, here we are at about 8 o'clock. Again, you've got solid rain out around Pullman, it looks like. Spokane's getting some rain. Pendleton into the Blues. There's some rain in Redmond and Bend. There's Troutdale. Now you've got some very light rain dropping down through Corvallis, Eugene, and Roseburg. Again, this is around 8 o'clock in the morning, and some very light rain making it down into through Lincoln County down into Florence as well. And then as we play it into the afternoon hours, here we are. This is 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Everything pretty much breaks up. Some showers out in eastern Oregon. This shows a shower threat. It shows one lingering shower from about Troutdale through Aurora and McMinnville. But you could make the case that odds are better that once we get past the noon hour tomorrow, here on the west side of our state, will simply be dry. Okay. And then there's nothing going into Wednesday. And that's as far out as this goes. So, how much are we talking about? Let me just click on the precipitation total and let me back this up and let's just play it again into this is into about noon tomorrow, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. This shows 2/10 up in Astoria, 5100s in Tillamook, 3/100s when you get down south toward Florence. Shows about 2/10 to a quarter up around Seattle and Tacoma. Shows a tenth of an inch of rain or a little bit more in Kelso, Longview, Portland. Shows Salem more like 5 or 6/100ths of an inch of rain. It shows a quarter to 33/100ths getting out into the west slopes of the Blue Mountains. And then nothing when you get down in extreme southern areas of our state. Let me see if that, yeah, I mean, this is when the system is pretty much over, and this is tomorrow afternoon at 5 p.m. So, kind of what we've been saying that Portland could get up to a tenth of an inch of rain, probably a little bit less. I still think that's the likelihood for Portland, tenth of an inch of rain or less. We'll see if Seattle can muster a quarter of an inch, and Tacoma and down into Olympia, two-tenths of an inch of rain. And we'll see if there can be a tenth to two-tenths of an inch of rain along the north coast. Okay, so that's what we're looking at. Again, likely some rain, but not a lot. There's not a lot of wind or anything, no storm threat. Again, mainly light precip threats. And most of that's going to be early morning, 5, 6, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning on your Tuesday. All right. Here's the American GFS model. This is that surface map that has all kinds of little dash lines, and the solid black lines are the isobars, the basically the contours of equal pressure at the surface. Again, the blue dots, think of them as thickness contours that kind of outline the colder air. The red dash lines, think of these as outlining the warmer air. So this is tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. And then follow my mouse. Here's the front, kind of just pushing through our area about 5 o'clock in the morning. Again, it's a pretty weak system. And by the time we get to noon, I really think that we're pretty much going to be done with rain. So here is about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. This lingers some showers. I think there's a good chance that we will be dry once we get past noon. You can see a high pressure system offshore. So eventually, hold on, I backed up. Eventually tomorrow afternoon, here's Tuesday at 5 p.m. Sorry. This high pressure starts to build in, and I think we will see any precip come to an end. And then remember, we have a warm Wednesday and a warm Thursday. I'm going to stop this Wednesday afternoon at 5 p.m. High pressure building in. If you follow the flow around these contour lines or isobars of equal pressure, you get a north to northeast wind flow. And see how the red contours are coming up? This is the warming that will give us sunshine with an east wind, and we'll hit 70 or warmer on Wednesday. And then what about Thursday? First time I've looked at this actually myself, this particular model. Just going to play this into Thursday afternoon. We'll stop it at 5 p.m. Okay. Front offshore, but we've got high pressure, no moisture, probably sunny. 40, I'm counting contour lines. 40, the first red ones, 46, 52, 58, 64. So let me double check my notes. That's Thursday, 564. Yeah, that is warm enough air for us to be 80 or better Thursday afternoon with pretty much light winds and high pressure overhead. Now follow this front because this is the next system that will give us the chance of some rain. I'm going to play this into Friday afternoon. It looked to me like we'd be dry Friday morning. We'd have a chance for showers increasing Friday afternoon. This shows the front. If you follow my cursor, here's the front. But notice how the isobars are widely spaced. This is very elongated, very weak. I think there's probably an increasing chance for showers Friday afternoon. But if you have plans, maybe it's not until Friday evening or overnight that we actually get some rain in the valley. I think we'll get some rain again, but not a lot. Here's Saturday morning. See how the blue contours kind of dip down? That's the cold upper level trough that's swinging in. So Saturday, just because of the cold air instability, I think sun breaks could lead to scattered showers. And it will be a relatively cool day, just doing well to get up to 60. But here's Sunday. Sunday, I've removed the chance of rain. Look at this high pressure knifing in or wedging in, however you want to say it. But here's the red thickness contours. All of a sudden, we're warming up rapidly. I've got Sunday at 65 right now, 46.52. Maybe it's a little bit warmer. I think 65 is probably a pretty good forecast. And then I've got it still dry on Monday, looking at all the models. And here's Tuesday. This is Tuesday of next week, May 6th. Increasing clouds. Really what we're looking at. See this low down here? So this is getting into a week from Thursday. So this is Thursday morning, May 8th. If this low comes down and swings up offshore, here we are, then this would actually be a really good rainmaker. I mean, just looking at this, and let's play this a few more frames. I mean, that could very well be a rainy Thursday night into a rainy Friday morning a week from this week. And if that's the case, we'd maybe get over a half of an inch of widespread soaking rainfall. So that's good. Let's keep an eye on that. That's Thursday, Friday, a week from this Thursday, Friday. Again, we're talking about May 8th, May 9th. Okay. All right. So a little bit about what we're looking at. 72 down in Medford this afternoon. Remember Southern Oregon, extreme Southern Oregon, probably no rain tomorrow. This shows partly sunny skies and then near 80 on Wednesday, 87 down there Thursday. And then that front comes in and there's that chance of rain and the cool down. Okay. Let's go out to Pendleton. Showers likely tomorrow. Remember the orientation of this kicks rain all the way across the east. And then just like that, it's sunny on Wednesday, 80 on Thursday, 83 on Friday, and then a chance of rain behind that front coming in to start the weekend and a cool down. Okay, that was Pendleton. What about Bend? Let's see here. Chance of showers tomorrow. The rain may be mainly off to the east of Central Oregon. We'll see. And then sunny, 81 over in Central Oregon on Thursday. Going to be a beautiful day. And there's the rain chances kicking up the back end of Friday night into Saturday. Okay, all right. Interesting. Seattle, what do you got? Showers tomorrow, increasing chance of. Wednesday, Thursday, nice weather, 75 Thursday. There's that front coming in, cooling down by Saturday. There's a chance of showers in like 58. And then Sunday, dry like Portland will be. Okay. Kind of just watching trends come through all of this. Let's check out Salem. Rain likely early in the morning, then becoming partly sunny, same as Portland. 70 on Wednesday, nearing 80, maybe hitting it on Thursday. And then the chances rain return on Friday. Okay. Let's go down to North Bend. Chance of rain in the morning and then partly sunny, all dry Wednesday, Thursday, and there's the likely rain Friday into the weekend along the coast. Okay. Portland 7-day forecast. Let's see if this mimics what we talked about. AM rain tomorrow and then a mainly dry, partly cloudy afternoon, 65 degrees. Pretty much what we were today. Wednesday sunny, big warm up, 75. Thursday sunny, big warm up, 84. PM showers developing Friday. And again, maybe we looked at that and there's no rain until Friday evening or overnight. We're watching that timing. And then sun and scattered showers Saturday. I really think so. I've got Sunday dry, Monday dry. All right. So that is your update as we get some rain coming in overnight tonight and the first half of tomorrow morning. I'm meteorologist Rod Hill. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. If you haven't, please do so. You will be notified when I post, and it also helps me out. I'll talk to you soon.